Okay, we're going to talk about the types of jurisdiction broadly, and then we'll go into each specifically throughout. Um, the four types, real quickly. First one is going to be personal jurisdiction, and that's the one in class so far that we spent the most time with. And that is essentially about when a forum state, and so in other words, a different state than domiciled. I think that is a safe description. Can bring in another person, and so if I had a tie, right, the forum state could pull you into that state in pursuit. We'll talk about cases here. The first one we're going to talk about is Punuri v. Neff, and that one is kind of famous for being not good law anymore. Two is going to be general jurisdiction, and this one, in short, is where you're domiciled. And so with people, it's kind of easy to see if I'm living in Iowa, then the courts of Iowa can hail me in. When it comes to corporations, it becomes a little different. And so corporations can have more than one home, and that's going to be a topic later, which also kind of weaves into waiver consent, but we'll leave that for later. Third is going to be tag jurisdiction. I think most of the time you'll see it as transient personal jurisdiction. And this one is, in short, the idea that you could go into another state, serve them, and have the case brought up in that state. There's going to be more discussion on that because I think that sounds a little vague right now, but hopefully you get it later. And then waiver and consent jurisdiction, and this most often happens with corporations, although people do it, people waive and consent also. But this is prior to being in a case. You give permission to the state to be heard in that state. And so sometimes with people, individuals, it ends up just being like terms and conditions of the things. With corporations, it becomes, well, if you're going to do business here, then you have to agree, this is usually by statute, you have to agree that people can sue you in the state as well. So we're going to start with this one, and we're going to start with Punuri v. Neff. Great case.